I should probably share the link first before I do anything else. Alright. Probably shouldn't have pressed slide. Actually, yeah, I should have. Alright. How do I copy the YouTube link? Oh, here it is. Oh, why does that have to be so loud? There we go. Yay. Actually, yeah, I'll just... click noises are irritating. You know what? I think these click noises are actually louder than how I talk. Unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. Full screen. New rule. If you ban abortion before you ban military-style assault rifles that massacre children in schools, you lost your right to call yourself pro-life. So much wrong. This statement is wrong on so many ways, in so many ways. And it's by Occupy Democrats, so you could obviously tell how reliable that source is. New rule. If you ban abortion before you ban military-style assault rifles that massacre children in schools, you've lost your right to call yourself pro-life. Hi, Keeve. Yeah, you can obviously tell. Is it full screen for you, Keeve, when I share Microsoft Paint like this? Is it full screen now? Sorry, I have to ask because it's only... Sorry, I had to step away for just a second. Looks fine to you. I need to find a different source on how to... Because when you share a video on full screen on StreamYard, you still have access to the tabs on top. Because it's not going to actually put you on full screen when you're screen sharing. For this it does, or I haven't checked at least. Better go to that now. Should probably check on my end. So I have to go back a few seconds. I guess it doesn't show full screen. Oh. Well, that sucks. Oh. Yeah, I definitely need to find a different just a different... Yeah, I'll have to experiment. I'll have to experiment still, though. This is just ridiculous. I'll just share this on your stream too, Keeve. Cause this, it really doesn't make... It's just one of those checkmate conservatard meme. I was gonna call it a meme, it's not really a meme. Still, it's one of those checkmate conservatards. Obviously, conservatives, or pro-lifers, I should say, they are no pro-lifers are of course they're against killing children. Uh, of course they're against killing children in every way possible. Just because they emphasize abortion doesn't mean they're choosing to ignore uh, children that are killed by military-style assault rifles. How would you even define that? Military-style assault? Give me the definition for that. Specific definition. Hey, Spudgun. Yeah. Oh, you shared my stream. Thanks, Cube. Um, Notice this liberal logic. Liberals will tell you that if you're against Antifa, by default, you're a fascist. Yet, they try to say, or they use different arguments, and I use arguments very loosely because when you have posts like this isn't really an argument. It's not the culture they think it is. Anyway, get a load of this liberal logic. They'll tell you that oh, stupid wire. uh, oh, the wire. Yes, rifles don't kill children. People kill children. That's a much less likely scenario than abortion. Um, I didn't share it. I just liked it. I'll share it though. Thanks, Cube. Um, yeah. I lose my train of thought easily. So, I'll tell you that if you're against Antifa by default, you are fascist. Yet, pro-life, they mock that term and they debunk it as much as possible. And again, I use that term loosely too because this isn't a debunk. This is just. How do I even describe something like this? Projection? Yeah, projection. Because it's obviously people who are pro-life and pro-gun are against killing children, even if it's by psychos uh, who kill them using guns. Oh, you're fine, Keith. I'm just glad you shared it. Because people watch after, and I appreciate that too. Now on to the Twitter part. I'll just post a link in chat because it's a lot to go through. There's a link, or I posted a link to Monkey's chat that, or to Monkey's tweet. So, this is what starts off. There's a tweet by Outkick. It says, Communist China just banned effeminate men from appearing on television as part of its moral revolution. And Actual Jake, someone whose streams I've been taking a look at, or I took a look at one of his streams where he was responding to Undoom's critical race theory video, which in that video was more than half of it was insults and yelling. You don't have to, Keeve. You're fine. Just sharing it is what's important. So yeah, actual Jake, he can't argue, because more than half of his stream, from what we've seen, was insults and yelling. And it was insults and yelling, which means that the remaining 20 minutes that we have left of the stream are most likely not going to be any different. And after I take a look at his Undoom stream, I will also take a look at his other streams responding to Undoom's videos. Yes, I'm going to subject myself to that much cringe. It's worth it though. So, stop screen share. So this was the tweet that I was showing. Communist China just banned effeminate men from appearing on television as part of its moral revolution. Then actual Jake says, it's interesting they blame communism for the femme presenting dudes. Zoom, yeah. Alright. He says, it's interesting they blame communism for femme presenting dudes here, but get mad at communism for banning it in China. I wonder if they realize that authoritarianism is a bad part. Again, that is not the gotcha you think it is. So, an account called Detrospective replies to actual Jake. Oh, Devtrospective. So, his response is, he thinks communism isn't authoritarian. He thinks communism isn't always the bad part. And it's funny that he just has the anime girl laughing. I wouldn't have included that myself. I would have just probably included a meme. So this tweet got 720 likes compared to Jake's initial tweet, which was 122 likes. Actually, I should post this in the chat too. There we go. And Jake tweets back saying, communism. I should probably share it too. Jake tweets back saying, communism isn't inherently authoritarian, just like any other economic system. China is definitely authoritarian, and it certainly isn't as free as you pretend it is. There's a reason why we have such high incarcerations, and the GOP loves to tell you how to live. And Devtrospective says, oh, was it just that one tweet? Unless... yeah, because I know that Devtrospective replied to that one too. Yes. Stupid cooking. Yeah, it's right here. And this one got more like, this one, Jake got 216 likes and 27 quote tweets. Some of those quote tweets got as much or more than Jake's tweet. So, this is Retrospectives tweets. Communism isn't inherently authoritarian, but a system that specifically requires taking and collectivizing everybody's S, not authoritarian. And this tweet got 1,300 likes, 1,365 likes. And the tweet that I put in the chat was Ranting Monkey's tweet, which says, by all means, list all the Ranting Monkey on Twitter. By all means, list all the non-authoritarian communist governments. And this almost got 100 likes, which is 5 times more than Monkey usually gets. And that's just amazing. Maybe people were looking at the quote tweets and found him. I wish Monkey got that many tweets, or that many likes on his tweets. I'll put his Twitter link in the chat. There, follow Ranting Monkey. Yeah, America does have recorded the world's prisoners, not to mention the insane number of work hours. If he thinks it's not free enough, he should try living in North Korea. He should try living in... I actually don't watch Jake, so I don't know what... I don't watch Jake, and I don't pay much attention to his Twitter. So... I know he must not like America. So... he should probably visit a so-called socialist country. Communist. Oh, I'm not signed in because this is Chrome, and I looked at all these through Internet Explorer. I wish you got that many likes too. Here, I'll put Keeves. I'll put your link in the chat too. Yay! Oh, Nick Rekieta also tweeted his response to actual Jake. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of monkeys. Actually, I could just look it up on my retweets. So, oh yeah, Skeptalk also. Skeptalk said, "At actual corn's intentions are just vague and silly. It's pointless to argue with them as they don't really mean much." I don't get the feeling he's much of a thinker, honestly. So I replied saying, I can assure you, hang on. I can assure you he's not a thinker. I was looking at a stream responding to Undoom's video on critical race theory, and more than half of it was just yelling and name-calling, which is funny because he asked Undoom, "Why are you so aggressive?" at one point. Skeptalk. Skeptic Alpha. Yup. Skeptalk Alpha. There it is. Actual Horn's intentions are just vague and silly. Or contents are just vague and silly. It's pointless to argue with them as they don't really mean much. I get the feeling he's not much of a thinker, honestly. Get the feeling. Oh, yeah, there's my tweets. Actually, nah, I don't need to screen share that. Cancel. Who, Monkey or Skeptalk? I actually think. Oops, I didn't mean to. I actually think this is my first Twitter stream. I should do more of these. Likely not going to. Awoke of Buckley. I just decided to look at Twitter, or Buckley's Twitter specifically. Oh yeah, Skep. You're welcome, Keith. Oh right, you and Monkey were on the same stream. Speaking of bread tubers, so Bridget Gabriel, I've come across her a few times. She says, conservative Hollywood is better than liberal Hollywood. Tom Selleck, John Voix, I'll just assume it's Voix, Tim Allen, Chris Pratt, Candace Cameron. Candace Cameron's conservative? DJ Tanner? James Woods, Gene Simmons, Scott B. But I can't pronounce that. Dennis and Rodney Quaid, Dean Cain, Ted Nugent, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, Melissa Joan Hart, Joy Villa. Wasn't Joy Villa proven to have been fake? Christy Swanson. And our pal Buckley says, if anyone did a movie or TV show with any of these 10, if anyone did a movie or TV show with any of these 10 people in it not named Chris Pratt, no one would pay attention, no one would pay money or watch it in 2021. Oh, you got Dean Cain and Scott Baio? You can make Superman Loves Chachi, but not in that way. I'm pretty sure that for nostalgic reasons, people would watch Candace Cameron and who was it, Tim Allen. Well, Tim Allen, people love Tim Allen too. Scott Boyle is how it's pronounced. Wow, I'm so uncultured. I'm an uncultured swine. Wait, did he reply to himself? Scott Baio. Oh. Scott Baio. The idea of now having a little draft to decide your Hollywood versus their Hollywood is maybe one of the saddest things ever. Get off Twitter and go watch movies seriously. How often do you tweet, Buckley? Yeah, I thought so. Maybe his intention was get off Twitter because there are so many left-wing narratives which would contradict previous videos and comments he made about how we shouldn't listen to conservatives on Twitter. No doubt she didn't care about most of them until she found out they were conservative. You know the reason she didn't, or she most likely didn't, is because there are so many liberals, so it's refreshing to have a conservative actor or singer or celebrity or whatever. And Buckley, oh, definitely, because Buckley's argument is, oh, I didn't care about, or if you didn't care about it before, you shouldn't care about it now, which, contradicts, I don't know, actually, yeah, because whenever he cherry picks conservatives or conservative politicians or other famous conservatives in his videos, he didn't care about them before. He didn't care about them before until he had to make a video on them. Also, imagine only watching movies or TV shows because they agree with your politics. Get out of here. James Woods is kind of a goof on Twitter, but I still love Digstown and Videodrome. Of course, Buckley would think James Woods is a goof on Twitter. Woke of Buckley. Chris Pratt isn't even conservative. He's trending today because of someone got a bug up their A about that weird shit that he's affiliated with again. Happens every few months. As far as I know, he personally isn't very political at all. He just makes movies, visits sick kids, and shuts up about the nonsense on Twitter. I didn't even mean to talk about that. I just got curious but of course woke-tard Buckley would think James Woods is a goof. So ridiculous. Yeah, what's funny is trying to find your stream, Keeve. What's funny is this isn't even Jake's first time getting ratioed on Twitter, because I shared that stream when I shared the tweets. Or I was on that stream when I shared the tweets. Conservatives are scumbags. Democrats are P. The only people doing anything are leftists. Let's effing go. Yeah, so the reactions on that were pretty funny though, Keith. Why is there a car honking at this late at night? Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys heard that. Sorry if you guys did. Is that like a dose of the clap? This is what you're looking at, Spudgun. Alright, I didn't even plan to... Yeah, I didn't plan to go live for longer than 20 minutes. The only reason I'm still live now is because of taking a look at Buckley's Twitter. I take a look at his Twitter every so often, just because I know he's gonna post woke stuff, and that's gonna... Oh, that gives me more content. So, we're almost at the half-hour mark. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Keeverdam and Spudgun for being in chat. Special thanks to Keeverdam for sharing the stream and sending it to Spudgun. I will see you guys later. Jake got ratioed for the second time. I certainly wish